with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Texas Chain Saw Massacre, the game video. We have so much news to go over. We had a new gameplay screenshot showcasing what the family does in the early game, as well as the community rep from Gun answering some of the community's questions in the Discord, and a pretty cool video behind the scenes showing how they captured the audio for the infamous chainsaw in the Texas Chain Saw Massacre. So let's talk about it. They released this screenshot yesterday of the hitchhiker with this caption: "The minute a match starts, each family member has a job to do. Fortify the property, like the hitchhiker here, supplying some 12-volt juice to one of the cattle grid exits." Now, we've heard this before about these electrified exit gates being something that the victims are going to have to overcome. And as you can see here in the early stages of the game, the family is actually responsible for setting up these traps. Just to recap, in the last video, we know that the victim starts in the basement on hooks, already in bad shape, with Leatherface down there. So their first objective is to free themselves and then make their way out of the basement while avoiding Leatherface. Leatherface starts the hunt. He's in the basement ready to go. We know that Sissy can poison items, so ideally she's going around the map setting up traps and poisoning items. The hitchhiker starts with 3 traps, so he's going to be putting those down. We know the cook starts with 3 padlocks, so he's going to be locking up doors. The family's whole point here is to just get ready for these victims to get out of the basement, because they eventually will. With that said, the community rep for Gun, Andy, has answered a lot of community questions, so I want to keep you guys up to date what's going on in their community servers. So in no particular order, here's some questions that I thought were interesting. Have you played the game yourself? And if so, what is your favorite part? Yes, I play test it weekly. All of us at Gun do. It's the first asymmetrical horror multiplayer I played where I like the family and victims, killers and survivors equally. I put thousands of hours into F13 and DBD, but preferred counselor and survivor gameplay much more on those particular titles. This is awesome to hear, because I get these kind of comments all the time. People are worried about how balancing is going to work. Is it going to be more fun to play family or victims, things like that. So it's nice to hear from someone who's played the game that it's equally fun on both parts. Will the electric fence be present on every map? Yes, and more than one. The other electrified cattle grid exit gates will have a different objective. We'll be showing that off in the near future. So there'll be multiple of these electrified gates with different purposes. It sounds very interesting, and I can't wait to hear more about it. Can the electric gate actually kill you or even cause harm to you? Yes, it will injure you. To escape, victims must turn off the battery and then unlock the exit gate the battery is connected to. Simple enough, but how do you do that? It's not too complicated. Button or key prompts essentially. Okay, sounds like we can handle that, but is a tool required to do so? No item required, but just some moments of valuable time. You want to do this while avoiding the line of sight of the family. Now, like I said earlier, we know that Leatherface starts in the basement with the victims ready to go on the hunt, but does he have any objectives while he's down there? Leatherface's main objective is pretty simple: be destructive, whether that's the victims, barricades, and crawl spaces. So is the game pretty much designed for the family members to make it upstairs? Yes. To ultimately win a match, the victims have to escape the basement and make their way upstairs, and make their way outside to escape the property. That's the entire point for victim gameplay: escape the property. So with the victims starting down in the basement, there has been cause of concern. What if all the family members just rush the basement? First thing a lot of players gotta do is get the size of our basement in other games out of their heads. Our basement is huge. It's not a small confined area. There's several rooms, doors, gaps, crawl spaces, etc. And then the final question we have here: which family member can turn on the car battery to electrify these exit gates? Any family member can turn on the car battery. Really comes down to who spawns where. All good stuff we're hearing here, just makes the hype build up more and more. We have this awesome behind the scenes video I highly suggest you to go check out. Not a lot of gameplay information we can pull from it, other than the fact that Gun is extremely invested in doing this the right way. And we get another pretty cool chainsaw dance. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to slash that like button. If you like what I do here and you want to support, become a member of Slasher Gang for as low as $1 per month. Support the channel directly. Don't forget to subscribe with notifications set to all, so you don't miss out on another TCM video. Till then, don't do drugs, don't have sex, and oh yeah, don't die.